One cold Sunday morning, a group of people from every imaginable walk of life gather together. What could they have in common? Well, they're all TVR owners, and they've got together to wander around what may seem at first something like a scrapyard. But it isn't. It's a temple, the temple of TVR. And with sales of around 1,700 a year, TVR owners are rather a rare breed. And so they like to get together once in a while and swap stories and admire each other's paint jobs. And what better place to do it in than the home of these low-down, snarling, performance-packed vehicles? Blackpool. Who do you think buys your cars?
It is totally impossible to pigeonhole a TVR buyer. It goes from sort of the gilded youth, the 21-year-old who's got indulgent parents, right up to I think we've got a 78-year-old lady who has a TVR. So you've got a very wide spectrum of people.
From your point of view, it must be nice to see this level of enthusiasm about your cars.
It is lovely. I mean, actually, underneath it all, we're enthusiasts too. So, yes, it's lovely actually to get together with a whole load of people and actually not have to be embarrassed about the fact that you want to talk about spring and damper rates and things like that. It's very nice to be able to get together with a lot of people who are sort of like-minded and talk cars, talk TVRs in particular.
TVR owners have to remember that they're actually buying a handmade car from a company whose owner's dog once took a bite out of the Chimera prototype and changed its shape forever. TVR is not a regulation issue, and it may come with a reputation for always breaking down, for faulty electrics, for leaking more than a watering can. But to the true enthusiasts, that doesn't matter. It's all part of the charm. What do you say to people out there that say you're buying an overpriced kit car? Because some people do say that, don't they?
I think if you're talking of a TVR of 20, 30 years ago, that might be true, but today it's not. There's probably no difference in reliability if you were to go for something like a BMW or a one-off like a Maserati or whatever. They're a lot cheaper as well. So
what about all the sort of stories that float around about the electrics going wrong and they leak? What do you say? You've obviously an owner. What do you agree with that or not?
I've had one, and after having a Chimera beforehand, they do have their quirks, but that's the sort of thing you expect when you buy this sort of car. They are unique, they're all different. They're not a production car in as much as there's only about 3 or 4 guys that see the car when it goes down the line rather than 20 or 30 robots. So that's what we like when we're buying the car.
What do you like about owning a TVR?
It's unique. It's a different type of car, you know. I mean, I say mine's 24 years old, and you know, I love it. It has a few little niggles, little problems with it, but you know, it's all part of having a TVR.
Well, you're getting a unique British-made, hand-built car that is different, that is fun to drive. Everybody respects them, unlike with something like a Porsche, maybe people are maybe jealous rather than respect. And it's just great fun. We spend all of our social time using it, and it's excellent.
It's the exhaust note, really, that allures people to them.
And what about all the little quirks? Because I'll say quirks. You know, the windows that don't work properly.
Idiosyncrasies, really. You learn to live with them, and that's what you love about them.
The TVR owners certainly love the quirks, all right. And the quirks are there because each TVR is a handmade car. Every part of it moulded, engineered, polished, stitched and painted by hand in a little factory on a back street in Blackpool. Every single TVR is built to order and caters for the customer's eccentricities. There are over 12,000 colours for you to choose your TVR from. But hey, if you want it the same colour as your psychedelic ski boots, so be it. Trevor Wilkinson, the man who founded TVR, is just behind us, and there is a whole rush of TVR owners ready there waiting to kiss his feet. Honest. Here today, there's what, sort of 300 TVRs from the Owners Club. I mean, it's known around the world, the company. And I know you're not directly involved with it anymore, but how does it feel, to come and see all this?
Well, it's very impressive. It's basically just the same that I was doing in the early days, except everything's on a much grander scale.
Looking around the factory, do you not want to get in there and have a bit of a tinker?
Yes, I would love to, yeah. I'd love to get a pair of overalls on and start again.
What do you think of the TVRs that are around now? What do you think of the Cerber and the Chimera?
Well, it is hard to have a definite impression without driving them. But, well, basically, I mean, to what we were building, I mean, they're now a fantastic car. Well, they're now a supercar, which was virtually unheard of in the days when I first started.